The leaderboard at the end of day one sees Gemmell now 22 seconds ahead of Damso, with Habig only 6 seconds back. Ruedo and Aris a strong fourth, while the battle for 6 and 7s and A6 honours is only separated by 9 seconds. Kukumur and Frey round off the top 8 and lead S20. Kroll, Watervlei, Olifantsdam, Barry's Way and then El Sana, the longest stage of the event. Cape Adds 2 and the final Subaru special stage at Killarney, 128 kilometres of special stage, 359 kilometres in total. The Subaru of Gemmell and Tripe are first on the road and find a very wet special stage 6 out to challenge them. On board the Subaru, and we see just how wet and slippery some sections are. Just remember, he's got all-wheel drive. As Killian Trollope points the way, all eyes are now on this man. 22 seconds behind is not to Damso's liking, and he blasts the Castrol Toyota Corolla through the 14.5 kilometre stage in a time of 7 minutes and 32 seconds, an incredible 21 seconds faster than Gemmell. The Sasol dual-fuel Volkswagen Golf of Habig and Judd are only 7 seconds behind Damso on the stage. Suddenly, the Subaru's lead is in jeopardy. The Mitsubishi Lancer of Ruedo and Aris consolidate their fourth position. While Van der Walt and Harding are comfortably ahead of their nearest A7 rivals. But drama for the team Total Toyota Corolla of Damso and Hooper. A whole piston puts them out and hands the A6 lead to Lawrence and Paisley. And they celebrate with a splash and shower our cameraman with mud. Bernard Kukumur and Cobus Frey are in a ding-dong battle with a similar car of Cliffy Blackman and Johan Claesson, with only 16 seconds separating the two BMWs. Another faultless performance by Rodney Fasaki and Carolyn Swan in the Team Total Toyota Conquest sees them take yet another Class A5 win at the end of the day. By special stage 8, Gemmell had taken back a second from Damso to have a 2-second lead. Stage 8 with a very popular 5-mile spectator point, and the Subaru team battle to stay ahead. But Damso's on a mission and brings the gap down to 1 second again. But has to use every inch of the road in these slippery conditions. Habig and Judd, now only 13 seconds behind the leaders, pull out all the stops to make up time. But lack of traction cost them nearly 6 seconds. We join them as they negotiate the very tight farmyard. Yanni making extensive use of the handbrake. Fernando Rueda decides to remove some of the tape as he fights the understeering Mitsubishi through the stage. Sharp Van der Walt flies into the farmyard but carries too much speed for the left-hander, ending up facing the wrong way and losing more time. The Castrol Toyota Corolla RSI of Charles Wilkin and Robin Houghton. Only a week ago, that Corolla was a Group N track car. But the rapid conversion pays dividends, with Wilkin taking 10th overall and 2nd in A6. The Sasol dual-fuel Nissan Sentra of Jeff Mortimer and Jerry Herricker go on to win Class N3. Second spot in N3 goes to Spotty Woodhead and Kevin Clark. And a welcome return to Mike and Rosenka Weingart, who take third spot in N3 with their Rees Delta Opel Kadett. Martinez Breers takes it more cautiously, determined to hold on to his N1 lead and keep the car right way up, after rolling the car on the two previous events. Chasing Breers are Michael Houghton and Bryn Doherty in the Toy Toy Spares Toyota Taz, who will finish second in N1. Cars in Action's Michele Lupini and Steve Frobler lead the Castrol Toyota Media Challenge and are third in N3. Followed home by top cars Colin Marlman and Alec Harris. We take a look at the leaderboard after Special Stage 8. Gemmell leads by 1 second from Damso, with Jannie Habig a further 9 seconds back. 5th and 6th gets interesting with only 1 second separating Van der Walt and Lawrence. And there's only 4 seconds between Kokemoer and Blackman in 7th and 8th in those BMs in their own private battle. Join us for more rally action right after the break. With Gemmell and Trollope, the Subaru team made a good tyre choice on Special Stage 9 and have now opened the lead to 13 seconds. The Class N4 Subaru Impreza WRX is putting in some excellent times, and that's with this standard road car having to run a 32mm restrictor on a 60mm inlet. A thumbs up from Trollope as they complete the stage. Back at the start of the stage, and Damso waits his chance to pull back time from the Subaru, but despite being second fast in the stage, he loses another 20 seconds to the Impreza team. Meanwhile, Jannie Habig explains to Etienne Laurent how you go straight through a fence when you're flat out in 6th gear. But no problems in Special Stage 10 as the Sasol dual-fuel Volkswagen Golf puts up the 3rd fastest time. Rueda looking relaxed with the Mitsubishi running well, their problems in the mountain troll having been traced to altitude. The computer's sensing a leaner mixture due to the rarefied air and going into a fail-safe mode. A solid 5th position and Class A7 lead for Charles van der Walt and Cindy Harding in the Sasol dual-fuel Polo Player as they start Stage 10. Followed by Lawrence and Paisley leading A6 and in 6th overall. Gemmell powers his way through the water in Special Stage 11, holding a 33-second lead, but now facing the biggest threat, a long, fast 28-kilometre stage and the chance for the chasing Toyota to make up time. Damso and Hodgson give their all, but only manage to make up 5 seconds, and with only 18 kilometres of Special Stage, they face a daunting challenge. Habig and Judd enter the stage in 3rd position, but water gets into the electrics and the pair lose 15 minutes, moving down to 9th place. No problems for Rueda and Aris, as with the Volkswagen Cruise problems, they find themselves in 3rd position. Van der Walt and Harding move into 4th, but soon have problems of their own when they can only use 5th and 6th gear for half the stage, costing them over a minute. The service point before Special Stage 12 and some frantic work by the Sasol dual-fuel Volkswagen Polo Player team sees the gearbox changed in 20 minutes and Van der Walt back in the hunt. Lawrence and Paisley now move into 4th position with the Team Total Corolla. With Table Mountain as a backdrop, the Subaru team look relaxed, poised on the brink of their first possible victory. But there's no relaxing on Stage 12 as Johnny pushes the Subaru to the limit. A speed trap organised by the local traffic authorities record Gemmel's speed at 148 kilometres an hour. Damso and Hodgson are not giving up and use everything the Corolla can give, recording the fastest speed at 162 kilometres an hour. Next fastest, Habig and Judd at 145. And the Lancer Evo recording 140 with Rueda sensing that podium position. Van der Vault and Harding chase hard to regain that fourth spot and equal Habig's speed at 149 k's an hour. The man holding that fourth spot, Etienne Lawrence, is not prepared to relinquish it and equals Van der Vault's time through the stage. The final stage at Killarney, and Gemmell is away first, still holding a 23-second lead and only 6.7 kilometres to go. 1 minute behind the Castrol Toyota Corolla as Gemmell completes his first lap. Damso on his second lap chases the Subaru and overtakes him as they go down into Vodacom. But coming into the main straight, the Toyota slides wide, allowing Gemmell through. The Sasol dual-fuel Volkswagen Golf and Habig and Judd now fill the Toyota's rear-view mirrors as Gemmell finishes the stage. Van der Vault and Harding into the stage as Rueda flies past into Sabat. Damso and Hodgson stop at the final control. That off, having cost them another 2 seconds. Van der Vault chases Rueda as Blackman's BMW leaves the line. His main BMW rival, Werner Kuckemoor, having gone out in the previous stage with a broken drive shaft. It's got to be an awful long time since anyone's seen a traffic jam on a rally stage. So a fine victory for Gemmell and Trollope, 35 seconds ahead of Damso and Hodgson. Behind them in third position, their first podium for Rueda and Aries in a Mitsubishi Lancer. Lawrence hanging on to fourth, Van der Vault fifth, and Duplessis his best ever in eighth position.
With it, and I'm very pleased to sitting in here